no less confusing. On third and
Hey, what is going on, Minnesota Vikings fans? Devin here, and welcome back to the After Hours. This is my chill little show. We just kind of hang out, we go over Vikings news. But guys, it is game week, okay? So, I mean, basically, right? Monday night, we are playing the Bears for week 1. Prime time NFL football, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm very excited, so you know we got to cover this. I'll give my predictions a little bit later. We'll talk about the consensus going around the web right now, what people are thinking. So yes, September 8th, 2025, prime time Monday Night Football, Vikings at Bears. So the point spread and market odds, it looks like the Vikings are slight road favorites, typically by around 1.5 points. The line is consistent across multiple sports books. So we are going in as the favorites, guys, and Bears as the underdogs. The money line odds lean just mildly toward Minnesota, implying a modest edge for the visitors. Total, or the over-under, is hovering around 44 to 44.5 points, guys. People are picking the Vikings. Looks like at about 59%, so gotta love that. I also am picking the Vikings, but like I said, we'll talk about that a little bit more later. So yeah, guys, people are talking about our defense, okay? The Vikings defense is formidable, and they've had a consistent success closing out games on the road. And I think that will be an ongoing theme here, guys, or at least I hope. So the Bears are experiencing a new era under head coach Ben Johnson, with key additions up front and a young quarterback in Caleb Williams. So, they are expected to take a step forward, but is it enough to take down the Minnesota Fighting Vikings? And the fan attitudes, around Chicago are very, casually optimistic. You know what I mean? There was some spots last year, I think, where Caleb really shined, and obviously some flub points as well. So they're holding their breath over there in Chicago a little bit. So like I said, guys, people have the Vikings to win at 59%. Most experts are siding with Minnesota. If you're leaning into analytics and market trends, guys, if you're looking to make some bets, Vikings do seem like the safer bet, backed by odds makers and most experts. And that being said, though, I have seen a couple posts talking about how they think the Bears are going to be better than the Minnesota Vikings this season, guys. And honestly, I think that's crazy. The things that I've seen from Caleb Williams, I don't think it's going to be enough to beat us. And obviously, this is a team sport, guys. I'm not saying that just because Caleb Williams looked whack in the offseason, it means they're going to lose. I just think that all the additions that we have made in the offseason and just all the progress that JJ has made, and our roster is stacked, guys. I don't see why anyone would think that the Bears will beat us this week. So let's get into my thoughts about this, guys. I do think JJ is the better quarterback. There. I'm just going to come right out and I'm going to say it. I think JJ is better than Caleb. I think he's got so many more weapons. I think the offensive line is better on the Vikings side. I think the defense is better on the Vikings side. I'm just looking at this from kind of a broad range. I'm not going too deep into this. Defense looks better. Offensive line looks better. Quarterback has looked better, right? In the footage this offseason and with everything else that the Vikings have done, the Thielen going to be making his Vikings re-debut, I guess, this week. Justin Jefferson out there with him. Dude, I'm pretty sure we got it, right? I'm pretty sure we got it. I'm going to knock on all the wood around me because the last games, last year, were a little bit too close for comfort at certain times, so maybe I shouldn't talk all my ish early. I expect the Vikings to come out with a really strong run game. And I think that's probably the direction that we're moving towards more this season, guys, is we're going to be running a lot. We're going to be running a lot, with the additions that we made in the offensive line and obviously picking up Jordan Mason. The young guy, Xavier Scott, he's going to make some appearances too, I think. So those guys paired with Aaron Jones, I think we're going to have a really strong run game, guys. Play action set with JJ. If we run it a lot, and then we'll be getting some fake opportunities too, some play action pass opportunities, and I think that could be a really good opportunity for us to get huge chunks at a time, guys. Huge chunks at a time. And, with JJ's ability to scramble under pressure, to move around in the pocket if he needs to, just great awareness from JJ. And I think he's going to start off a little bit slow, guys. This will be his first real NFL game. This will be it. So I think we're going to see what he's made of. I think he's going to have maybe a slow start, but once he gets a little bit more comfortable, I think we can expect a lot from JJ. So, this week 1 game, guys, versus the Bears doesn't get much better to start the season. It really doesn't. This should be a very good game. With everything that I've talked about the Bears, I think they have a lot of potential, guys. They're a good team, or they have a lot of potential to be a good team. You see it in spots where this Bears team kind of shocks you a little bit. You're like, oh, I didn't know they had that. Or, the speed of which plays are taking place. It's like, okay, well, obviously they've been doing their work. So I think it just all comes down to what they're going to look like this Monday, how they start their season. But like I said, that being said, guys, they are a good team. So by no means are we going to have an easy first week here. But if you look at our schedule a little bit later on, this will be a great start for us to get ready for those tougher teams. You know what I mean? We're basically going up the stairs here. So yeah, prime time, guys. It's going to be sick. It's going to be nasty. I have the Vikings winning. I'm not going to get too in particular about scores or anything because this is week 1. I think we're just going to do what we need to. Things that I'm excited for, guys, like I said, the run game is going to be sick, and the defensive game on the other side of the ball is going to be really fun to watch. So look out for guys like Gink, Jonathan Grenard. I think they're going to make a huge impact. Should be interesting to see what our secondary looks like, what our corner situation looks like, and how they're looking in these in these game time moments. So let's see what we're made of, guys. It's going to be really cool to finally get to see what this version of this team looks like. TJ Hawkinson, I think, is going to have a big year this year. I don't know if you guys have seen my TJ Hawkinson video. Maybe I'll link that in the description or something, but I really think he's going to go crazy this year, guys. So you look at the head coaches too, guys. I think we do have that in our favor as well. I would take KOC over Ben Johnson any day. But like I said, guys, the play calling over in Chicago has, I think, taken a real step forward. I think they're getting their poop in a group. So we better keep ours and keep an eye on those pesky Bears. And all of the trash that I talk about Caleb Williams too, or that anybody talks, he paints his nails, this and that. He has the potential to be that guy as well. So, y'all better be careful about all that trash you're talking about Caleb Williams, because if you light a fire under his ass, he'll come after us. So, but you guys knew I was going to say that, right? You knew that I was going to pick the Vikings. I really think we have the better team, better play calling, better head coach, better O-line, better defense, all that stuff. So I think we'll take it home for our week 1 game. But that's all I've got. Please sound off in the comments, guys. Let me know what you think about this week 1 game versus Chicago. You think we're going to take it home? And who do you think's the better quarterback, guys? Do you think JJ's the better quarterback, or do you think Caleb's the better quarterback? Who do you think will start off stronger? It is always so cool, you guys, to interact with the greatest fan base in all of NFL football. So please let me know how you're feeling. So please, guys, make sure to leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Ring that bell so you don't miss out on future Vikings content. This has been the After Hours. I have been Dev. Hello from Minnesota, and it looks like we'll just have to see you in the next one. Peace out.